Today, we're going to take a trip to a neighborhood in Mexico City. And if you missed class or if you'd like to go back and see what the neighborhood was like, I'm going to play this for you and you can get an idea of some of the standard of living facts that we've learned about. So to start with, you can see a picture of this neighborhood, which doesn't really even look like a traditional neighborhood to us. In the background, you can see airplanes because the neighborhood is set up and pretty temporary right next to the airport. So if we go through, we're going to listen to an interview with a mom who has experienced rural decline outside of Mexico City and is going to come into Mexico City for better job opportunities. So I'm just going to let this play and you can see what you hear.
Rosa, ¿te acuerdas de nosotros, María y José?
Claro. Hola, María.
Maria and I
Hola,
spoke
José.
with each one of our interviewees earlier, so they would know what to expect.
Sí.
They all kindly agreed to talk to us. Maria's introducing you and asking if we can interrupt her now.
This is Rosa Munoz and her son Rafael.
Gracias por su tiempo.
Me da mucho gusto conocerlos. Espere.
Wait, the plane.
We will be able to hear now, for a moment anyway.
Ya, ahora sí.
¿Aquí es donde vives?
Sí,
Maria has
aquí
asked
vive
if this is where Rosa and Rafael live. See, behind the hanging clothes? There, that cardboard shelter is their home. She and her family live here. There are 7 people in her family.
¿Hace cuánto tiempo han vivido aquí?
No hace mucho.
She has not lived here long, for a few months. Her family moved here from Puebla, a small farming community not far from here. She says they live on a farm there, and it is very different here.
¿Por qué te mudaste aquí?
En la granja de la familia cultivamos maíz.
Maria asked why has Rosa and her family moved here. Her family owned a farm where they grew and sold corn and beans, but the big commercial farming companies could grow and sell these same crops much more cheaply. So the family sold the farm and moved here.
When you hear that they sold their farm and moved here, that's definitely the result of rural decline. And we would think around here, if you sold your farm, you would earn a lot of money. But if the farm wasn't doing very well, then we would have to see that the standard of living, obviously they would not earn hundreds and hundreds or thousands of dollars from selling the farm. So this move to the city, a better solution.
They hope to find more opportunities here. She says it's been hard.
¿Cómo es la vida por aquí?
What is it like to live here under this overpass?
She says it is crowded and there is no water or plumbing here at all. That means no shower or bath, no toilet or sink. About 55% of the people who live in these makeshift structures have plumbing. It is hard.
There are so many people here that there is only 18 square feet of open or green space per person. That's not much, is it? There isn't much space here, and certainly none that is green. She says she wishes there were, so she could have a garden.
¿Tu hijo asiste a la escuela?
Maria asked if Rosa's son goes to school.
She says, when we can afford it, sometimes. She doesn't mean when she can afford school. Public schools here are free. She means when they can afford the time. Most kids here must work too to help feed and support the family.
Rosa asked if you've seen young children on the street or in the plaza selling gum to the tourists.
So if you think about in the United States, it is the law that kids are required to come to school because we think it's important. In Mexico City, when they mention selling candy or gum on the street, that's a way for the kids to make some money for their families.
Should be in school. They must work instead. Of course, 57% of the people here are able to continue going to school past primary school, which means many do not.
Muchas personas no son tan afortunadas como ustedes.
Rosa says you are lucky to be able to go to school. Hard to believe, huh?
Thank you very much for your time.
Con mucho gusto. Buena suerte.
She says good luck.